Yo, what is up, everybody? And today I have another commentary video for you guys. Now, this is going to be more about GTA in 2019, but there's going to be a lot of information, so please watch the whole video. It's going to be talking about new channels, new content, and all types of stuff. So make sure you guys watch the whole video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Let's try to get to 300 likes. I'm pretty sure you guys can do that. We can always, nail 300 likes. Now, also, like I say in multiple videos like this, please leave your feedback, comment, take time, make a paragraph, essay. I do not care. I will read them. I always heart the comments on these videos because I like reading and hearing you guys' opinions. So by all means, make sure you guys leave a comment and we're going to get straight into the video. Okay, so first things first, I mentioned a new channel. Now, this is not really a new channel, but it's one of my old channels. But I decided, since a lot of you guys love GTA, I didn't want to change this channel. I don't want to change to a different content and play other games like Fortnite, 2K, or Rainbow Six. I figured you guys love GTA, so by all means, I'm going to keep this channel strictly GTA. But keep in mind, I will be streaming off of another channel all types of different games because I don't want to feel restricted to one game. Now, for all my diehard GTA fans, don't worry, nothing is changing for you guys. You guys will be able to sit here. I will still be streaming GTA like usual. It's just that I'm going to be streaming again, but on a different channel. Now, if you guys want to have the link to that channel, it will be in the description. Now, make sure you guys have notifications on. Now, the channel is called Clout God, but I'm probably going to change it to something else. I do not know yet. I do not know, right now. But, if I do change it, just know if it's a different name, it's because I changed it. And usually you'll know it's me. I'll probably just put a logo or something. But make sure you guys subscribe to my second channel. It's in the description below. Shout out to all you guys who actually do. But anyway, back to the main point of the video. So the first thing I want to talk about in GTA is how it is in 2019. Compared to all other years. And I'll say 2019 is probably one of the slowest years. I don't think it's as bad as 2018. Actually, no, I think it's worse than 2018. Let me explain. So back in 2016, everything was good. That was the sweet spot of GTA. I mean, if you guys were playing GTA in 2016, those were the best days ever, right? Sure, they had CEOs, but it wasn't that bad. There was not that many griefing tools. There wasn't that many armored vehicles. Everything was balanced. I feel like the whole game was balanced. I don't know if you guys felt like the game was balanced, but by all means, comment what year was your favorite. Now, I've said in multiple videos, about 2016 and all the PvP players back then, but I'm not going to really talk about that now. I'm just going to be talking about, how the game works now. 2019, I feel like it's a griefing fest. And what I mean by that is I feel like they add the worst vehicles, and then they have, I don't know if it's a glitch or it's just an error. It's just so annoying. You can't lock on certain vehicles. You guys already know what I'm talking about, the MK2 oppressor. That's stupid. And I don't know if I feel like Rockstar did it on purpose because they limited the amount of rockets you can shoot, but they made it where you can't even lock onto it. And it seems like Rockstar doesn't really care about griefing at all, considering they added the orbital cannon. And for those who don't know, the orbital cannon is literally just a griefing tool. It's only 750,000 to kill one person. Well, any grinder, and I'm not even a grinder anymore, but any grinder would tell me that's stupid, because I would not waste an hour or maybe even 2 hours grinding $750,000 to kill one person. And then what happened if you miss? That's gonna suck, right? So I feel like Rockstar kind of trashed the game. I don't know who works at Rockstar, but I don't know who decided that was a good idea. And that's just one thing I don't like about GTA right now, is just the orbital cannon. And see, the orbital cannon is not just it doesn't just affect grinders, it affects tryhards as well. PvP players more, I should say PvP players more than tryhards. But it affects PvP players because some of them take the game serious. Now look, me, I don't take the game serious, but I'm not going to hate on somebody who does take the game serious. I mean, if you want to be competitive over a game, by all means, go ahead. It's just that I moved away from that era back in 2017, so I don't really care anymore. But for all of my people who do still care, they don't like the fact that there's an orbital cannon. Right, it's just because it's cheap kills. It doesn't really, it doesn't show that you're good at the game. You could get killed by orbital cannon and someone could say 1-0, but when you ask them to 1v1, they're gonna be like, no, 1-0, because they're scared to verse you usually, and they can't really beat you. Which is, I mean, if they think they're good, then by all means. But it gets annoying. It's an annoying tendency for that to happen, and it's so common. And what happened was basically a lot of these YouTubers out here, and not just PvP YouTubers, but majority of them were PvP YouTubers. They all glorified the orbital cannon, making it a big deal, and it kind of ruined the community because the community, they they have more like 16, 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds. You know, for me, I'm 19, so I'm kind of like past that stage. Like when I was a really hardcore PvP player, I was at that age. I was still 16, 17, so I totally understand. But the people who grow up with this game now, who start doing PvP in this game now, they don't know any better because the YouTubers they look up to. I'm not saying everybody looks up to a YouTuber, but a lot of them, we have influence on a lot of people who play in the community, and they feel like, oh, well, if they're doing it, I have to do it because I want to be like them, or I just want to be as good as them. But it's really not that good at all. Like, and you know, it's just, I don't think it's cool, but that's just my opinion on the orbital cannon and what Rockstar's doing to the game in 2019. I feel like there's so many things that don't need to be like added. Now, I will say right now, Rockstar really did a good job about the passive. I actually love that. Sure, sometimes I'm not used to it, but I actually love that because what that do is it forces people to make decisions. You know, if you want to kill somebody, are you willing to risk going out of passive mode for 2 minutes? Like, do you care about the game that much? Now, me, I could care less. I'm not a passive warrior, so I'm not going to come out of passive mode, kill you, and wait 3 minutes just to do it again. I like to fight because I'm just, you know, if I'm bored, I like to fight. Simple as that. But, you know, some kids that are, like, younger, they don't understand that. So they won't have that mature mindset. But back then in the game, everything was perfect. Like, you know, I mean, I would say passive popping back then was really bad. Like, I'm going to say 2017, 2016 had a lot of passive pops. Not as much as, like, 2018 and 19. But they had a lot of them back then. But it's not nearly as bad as it was now. But now that they fixed it, everything's good. And now, so we're going to talk about, like, you know, enough about the PvP, because I know a lot of people are not always in PvP watching my videos, so I want to talk about the grinding and the content part of GTA. The content, I mean, it's cool. I would say, look, when the casino came out, it was cool, but it only lasted like a week or two. You know, at first, when the casino came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to spin the wheel every day, but now it's like, I don't really need to. There's really nothing cool in the casino anymore. I mean, unless you don't have a modded account, you know, it's kind of useless. I guess it's useful, but, you know, if you have a modded account, it's useless, unless you just want to buy some cool clothes. I'm a clothes guy, yeah. I love buying clothes in GTA, but other than that, I don't really care about anything else. But I feel like they wait too long to drop content. Now, I understand that Rockstar is busy with Red Dead as well. I totally understand that. But it's like they wait 6 to 8 months to drop a DLC that lasts maybe 2 weeks of its hype. Like, everyone's so hyped about the casino, but now it's like, you know, it died down. So it's like, I don't know. I want you guys to tell me, do you guys like the DLC? Like, was it that good at all? Like, were you like hyped up? Are you still satisfied with it? But like, I just wish they did something more. You know, I wish I could work at Rockstar, because what I would do is I would probably get a lot of clothes and I would actually fix the game. Right? And I feel like they wait too long to hear our feedback. I don't feel like, it's like, I feel like if you ever emailed Rockstar, they just look at it and they put it in the trash folder. Like, it's nothing, like, they're not going to listen to you. And I don't know who's like hearing this. Now, I understand they can't take the orbital cannon out the game, right? I really wanted the orbital cannon to be gone, but they can't because, you know, people spent money on it, so it doesn't matter, because somebody might have bought a shark card to, you know, use an orbital cannon. I have no idea, but I just wish that Rockstar would have some type of common sense. They're ruining the game, and they know it. And yeah, I know that GTA is one of the most played games still, but I know it's like casual. It's casual. But for the people who's been here for years that have that seniority, they don't really care about those people. They care about the new people that join. Like, oh, we want you to have as much fun as when you just start GTA. Well, here's the thing about that. The grind is too crazy for that. Everyone resorts to money glitches, and you can't blame Rockstar. If Rockstar wanted to make a lot of sales with shark cards, I kid you not, if they would just boost the amount of money you get, there's going to be a lot, especially tryhards. There's going to be a lot of tryhards who actually buy a shark card. Now, before you guys say, oh yeah, I'll never buy a shark card, imagine if it was like $50 for 50 million. You know, that can last you a while if you know how to spend it right. Now, I understand there's certain types of tryhards who blow through that money real quick and stuff, but, you know, if you know how to spend it wisely, that should last. Like $100 for 100 million, that's basically, I wouldn't say modded account status, but, you know, if you have a modded account that sells, there's so many scammers in the community, so I wouldn't trust nobody. But you know, they sell accounts for like $100, and sure, they have billions on it, but your odds of like getting scammed are like really high. Like, they're gonna scam you. So I mean, if there was $100 for 100 million, I might do that. That's a good investment. Now, for people who think 100 million does not last you, I'm gonna say this right now: you are not good at spending your GTA money, because I can last on 20 million for like at least like 2 months, 3 months, if I know how I'm spending it right. I just use ammo, so I don't buy all this fancy cars. I don't buy all that stuff. So maybe if you're different than me, you'll probably disagree, right? The next thing I want to kind of talk about is, like I said, grinding. I feel like the grind is really bad. They don't have good enough payouts for the prices of this game, and they make you try to want to buy a shark card or a modded account. And if you buy a shark card, I don't know, I don't really know the prices that well, but you know, these cards be costing $3 million just to buy the card, plus maybe another $500,000 or maybe even more than $500,000 to even upgrade them. So I feel like they're just setting up noobs for failure because they can't grind. I mean, unless you grind every day and you're like the professional and stuff, and you have all that money, then yeah, you're gonna be set. But if you don't, if you're just a casual player, you're not gonna be able to afford that stuff without a few days or weeks of grinding. If you can only get on weekends, that's going to be a couple weekends before you can get whatever you want. So I think with the GTA right now, the grinding is horrible. And I used to grind. I'm not going to lie. I used to grind. But I'd rather have a modded account than grind. And I understand all those people who are legit are like, oh my gosh, modded accounts, oh, they require no skill. A modded account is not just for PvP. A modded account's for money as well. And for people who say, oh, we have it, like, you don't grind your money legit. If you've been playing the game for 6 years, you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. You're gonna be like, okay, I've been doing this for 6 years. It's time to get me a modded account, because you already know the game. You don't want to spend that. You don't have that much time in your life to grind, right? Now, for all these people who be saying like, oh, modded accounts affect how you play in PvP. No, that all ended when PS4 came out. Double roll, that all ended. I mean, there's a glitch roll, but that's a glitch roll. Anybody can do that, right? There is no double roll. For some people, for all my OG players out there back on the PS3, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to double roll, where there was no cooldown. Sometimes there's no recoil. I'm pretty sure they took that out of the game, but some people like to say they still have no recoil just to show off and stuff. Yeah, no. But some people have fast run. That's the only modded thing that's stuck in the game. It's fast run. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, fast run gives you just a bit advantage. Not really high, but a slight. Now if you're an RNG, yes, you have a very high advantage. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna cap about that. But city, anywhere that's like in free mode, fast run players are kind of useless unless they're like dodging your rockets and they're just running away from your rockets. But other than that, I don't think modded accounts are bad, as long as they're not like, you know, super OP, which they're not. Like, sometimes you can run into a modded account and you don't even realize it's a modded account, right? We're gonna talk about the KD people now. The KD tryhards, or the KD people who like say they're anti KD, that think everybody's a KD warrior. I'm gonna explain another thing. I don't want to like go too deep about it. But KD really does not matter. You can have a low KD and still beat somebody with a high KD. I've ran into so many noobs that have thought that, where they felt like if they had a higher KD than you, they're automatically better than you, but in reality, they're not. So keep that in mind for all my little KD warriors out there. Just because you have a high KD does not mean you can't get smacked by somebody with a low KD. Alright, so I know I just cut in out of nowhere. It's because I was editing the audio clip, so my bad. But for anybody who's made it this far in the video, please leave a fire emoji at the end of your comments so I know you watched it this far. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I just like to talk about these problems in the GTA community because not a lot of other YouTubers like that. But basically what I'm saying is GTA is a game where you can get bored of, but you resort to come back. No matter what you do, you end up coming back to GTA. And I feel like GTA is the only type of game that has that effect on you. I don't know any other game where I can get bored of and not, you know, go maybe a couple weeks without. You know, GTA always is there. And I feel like it's because a lot of us grew up with GTA. You know, I started playing GTA 5 when I was 13. I played GTA San Andreas when I was really young and stuff. I don't even remember the age. I was always a GTA fan. But it's like GTA is just one of those games that they always come back to. And everyone's been asking me, like, is GTA dying? I wouldn't say GTA is dying, okay, because it's still one of the most played games, and it's still, like, you know, having a lot of sales and stuff. I just feel like GTA is getting dry. I feel like we're in a GTA drought right now of content and stuff. And I know they're focusing on Red Dead, and you know, I haven't been on Red Dead for almost a year now since it's dropped, because I was only on there for like a month, and we're like approaching that date again. But like, I feel like with Red Dead, I mean, I want to play it again. I just hope there's content. You know, I've heard really a lot of bad things, so I don't even want to try to give it a chance. I might, but yeah, that's basically how I feel about GTA. I wish Rockstar would listen. And I feel like I'm not the only YouTuber who agrees with that. I just wish Rockstar would listen. And when we actually have those community feedback things that Rockstar sends out, I wish they would read them, right? Because I feel like a lot of people are not touching up on the problems as much as they should be. And it's kind of just because of the noobs. The noobs don't know what the problem is. They might be joining the game this year and have no idea what's going on. But for all our older players, I feel like we have to try our best. And no matter how hard we try, it seems like Rockstar just does not care. Which is, you know, usual for the Rockstar. But, yeah. But that's the end of this video. I'm going to say one more thing. For all my people who enjoy me playing GTA, I would really appreciate if you guys enjoyed me playing another game. I understand it's not GTA, okay? I get it. You guys love GTA, and a lot of you guys subscribe to me for GTA. I totally understand that. But if I ever do end up streaming the game, I hope I see you guys over there. I'm going to be on my other channel because I don't want you guys to get mad at me on this channel. So if you want to see games like Fortnite, 2K, Rainbow Six, all types of different games, it doesn't even matter. There's going to be an open genre full of all types of games. I'm going to be testing new games. Make sure you guys subscribe to my second channel. Alright, but that's the end of the video. Shout out to anybody who watched the whole thing. You guys are awesome. You guys are legendary. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And like I said, leave that feedback because I really want to see it. I mean, you never know. I might pin you. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next stream or video. Adios.